Alright, looks like we are live. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Space Engineer streams on the Tortalic channel. We have episode 37. Pretty sure it's 37. I just made the title, I already forgot. Yep. 37. If you want, you can watch all the other streams as well. They're all saved to a playlist on the channel. You can watch them in chronological order if you wish. But we are here live in episode 37. And just recently they added new weapons to the game. So we are gonna keep taking a look at what it takes to get those online. Because currently my custom turret controller just does not want to find the lovely railgun I have installed. Actually, there's multiple railguns on the grid now. And it doesn't look like you can see any of them. Luckily enough, when I was closing out last stream, there was an update that said a new version of Space Engineers is available. I actually don't know if I installed that. I hope this isn't an old version of Space Engineers. It probably would have told me. Yeah, here we are. And we're just gonna keep on going. Get this turret online. Deconstruct a little bit more of the old base. Maybe send the St. Elise over there for a little bit to deconstruct. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send all of the base's ice to the St. Elise. I'm gonna have it carry the ice over there and run its hydrogen engine so it can keep the nanites online. Probably. No, I also want it to have hydrogen. So it's actually more complicated than that. Oh. Should be loading. It's not saying unloading world, so it's not like taking it back to the menu. Unless it doesn't do that anymore in this update. I don't know. It always takes a long time to load in, though. That's always been the case. But yeah. We still have the Overminer online. Oh. Okay. Well, now we're getting like a looping thing going. If this persists for a while, I'm going to restart Space Engineers. Make sure I have the update. But yeah, I don't exactly know why this is happening. But we'll get it troubleshooted. I didn't really have problems with loading in the world till like episode 30. It's pretty consistent most of the time. I think it's just having issues as of late. Or it just could have issues with the larger worlds. Oh, looks like we're in now. Nice. So we've got the turrets still all conveyored up. We have our railgun conveyored as well. So everything is going great. And the new ship's being built. So yeah, we've got all that going for us, which is very nice. But this railgun is invisible. to our turret controller. That is also offline. Is that a reason? Hinge. Yep. So the camera is there. I don't think I want these to be as crazy as they are. We can always tone those up later. And I'm thinking these are all in alphabetical order. Yeah, they're alphanumeric order. Which means everything starting with drill 1 up through drill 9 is here, and then nanite. So railgun should be down here. It shouldn't be an issue where yeah, see, everything's considerably slower, but I want this to be AI. So, yeah, we are gonna try something here. Now, I haven't seen any tutorials that cover this specifically, but there's this setup actions thing, right? Now, I know for the control seats and cockpits and stuff, the left one is what happens when you get target locked, and the right one is what happens when you lose, or when your enemy loses target lock on you. I'm thinking for this turret controller, this left side is like, oh yeah, your gun is facing within the tolerance, within the angle deviation tolerance that you've set. So if we are like really close to dead on target, we will shoot. Or I could set this up, like if we're like within 7 degrees of the target, we'll shoot. So adding the weapon, I think, does it automatically, but I think you can still like pseudo add with the setup actions. So if we find the railgun turret, if I just tell it to fire when we get lock, actually toggle block on, toggle block off. So if we're within tolerance, the railgun will just be on, and we're outside tolerance, it'll be off. So the turret, we want it off to start with. We just want to have shoot on. Huh. Key toggle. See, now it doesn't make any sense. Key fire. I'm confused. There's only one way to test. I mean, besides getting an actual enemy to shoot at. Do we have large railgun sabots in here? Or sabo? Okay, we have 3. 3 large railgun sabo. This thing could carry more, but it's not currently, which is fine. Probably something with production. There should be more sabo. Confused. The sorter has taken all of them. One is loaded in. See, I think the way that sorters have changed the Draenor, I think the way that works has changed, because you can see that the railgun can take 10 times as much, but it's chosen not to. And I think that's very... Now I'm just confused. You can't. Why? It won't accept railgun sabo. Sabots. And I'm very confused as to why. But before I do anything, I need hydrogen. Alright. I guess they just won't fit, and it's not exactly telling us that correctly. But what I want to do is control panel the railgun turret. So we have shoot on, and we have key fire. Let's do key toggle. Let's see how it works. We'll toggle the block on. Railgun turret is on. There's no shoot once button, which is interesting. Inactive. Okay, so inactive works. It has fired. We're going to launch 2 railgun sabos. I want to see if leaving it alone with the block on in these settings, I want to see if it fires another one. Why is it not charging? Very confused. All right. Oh. So it fired 2 shots. Interesting. Toggle it off. So that is interesting. If the turret controller, its setup actions work like I think they will, then we'll be in business. Because as long as it has target lock and is pointing within the deviation from the target, it should cue the setup action to start the railgun firing. And as soon as it loses lock or goes off of the angle deviation, it should stop firing. But this block is still a mystery to me, so we're gonna have to see that in action, because I don't know that for sure. And I don't want to waste 100 railgun sabo when they use uranium. Speaking of railguns, I know why it won't load up, because that sorter with the sabo is not this sorter. It's this sorter down here. So this ship got greedy and took 96 of our 100 railgun salvo. So there's only 2 on the base, and there's 96 in the ship. I love that. We need more uranium. Got plenty of artillery shells, but we need more railgun salvo. Sabot. I need to learn how to pronounce that properly. Which way is proper? But yeah, it looks like the nanites have been doing really well. The base looks, hey, it's got a few rough edges and there's a lot to be decorated still, but it looks great. The ship is being built. We might need more cobalt though, so I'm gonna take the miner out. And we are gonna see what we can snag ourselves as far as resources go. Because we need cobalt, and there's a gold deposit right underneath the cobalt. So the sooner I can excavate all of those wonderful resources, the better it will be. Cobalt's right over there. I'm not quite slowing down enough. Alright. Get ourselves aligned with this hole as best we can. And this is the hole that goes straight to the cobalts. It's a little far down there, but we'll get there with time. Having extra iron, nickel, and silicone is not bad either. Need the proper orientation. Just about lined ourselves up with a hole. That is not a good place to be when you turn the drills on. Would be interesting to have like a def camera view. Like you can control like what percentage you hear volume through a camera. Would be an interesting fix for that kind of a problem. But yeah, we got our cobalt, we've got gold just below. So the faster I can mine out the square, the better we will be doing. We get a lot of stone in the meantime though. A lot of stone. And I think this thing maxes out at about 600 kilograms. So before I risk anything, I'm just gonna go home. We probably made it another 10 meters into the ground, if I know my ship. We didn't make considerable progress, but we made progress nonetheless. A little bit of a time killer though. Speaking of killing time, I would like to take this new ship out, the one that's currently building. I take that thing out for a spin once it's finished. I can go take out that defense station over there. Alright, almost docked. Ooh, coming in a little fast though. Perfect. Alright. Let's got the miner back. We got 3 million more stone. I think I want to make this section a longer dock. I don't know how I feel about these. If I could... But my other question is, do I want the dock to be on the front of my tower? Or do I want it to be this, like... physically lower on the tower, stretches out into the valley type thing on the side, and then make this side the staircase side, and this side will be like the ground hangar side / main entrance if I run out of hydrogen. I think that's what I'll do, but I'm just gonna have to overhaul the way I connect my ships. I like this base. I want to do a couple of operations based off this location. It's not the most interesting location, but as long as these little bases keep popping up, I've got to have some sort of like armory where I can just plug my ships into, refuel, reload, and attack. And if I pick my targets right, I can keep getting uranium from them. We need those for our railgun sabo. I am terrified for the day when our enemy starts having weapons like these. They can just punch a 9-block hole into your ship. Estimated 9-block hole. Depends on what it's punching through. But it's scary. And that's why my ship has 2 of them. Eventually. So this is the nanites. They are responsible for building. And if I go into my refineries, they're just handling all the stone and cobalt. So I've got a fair amount of cobalt still, but it looks like it's being taken immediately by the assembler. The assembler has gotten greedy. Greedy for grids. Both of them. You can queue up things that aren't grids. I understand that's what you want to have, but you can make things that aren't grids. Okay. So while it makes a ton of grids, Trying to think of things that would escalate this process. Let me get materials here. Help it weld. Fortunately, I didn't really add a place to grab materials from. I think this has like a Draenor situation. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get resources from here. Oh, maybe. All components successfully withdrawn. I don't know if that means what it thinks it means. Yeah, see, I have none of the materials. Because I haven't added it to the build planner? But I was holding the block. Interior plates. Okay. Just gonna help it to see what the blocks are. Not sure why this is the way that it is. Oh, there's catwalks there. Oh, they're like the little corner pieces of everything. I get you. Now I remember my design. The main staircase is over here. Get some steel plate as well. If it won't use the materials, I will. To be fair, it's doing a good job. I just want to get all these blocks physical. I ran out of steel plate that fast, gosh. Now I can kind of understand where it's coming from. It's a lot of plate. But I have a lot of plate. Hydrogen engines. The works. It's coming together. It's just got a lot of materials it needs to request. And then the gun goes here. Yeah, just a lot of material. And a thruster. It's coming together piece by piece though. No need to rush anything too fast, but I like to be able to see more of my design. Alright, 900 more plates. And then just what is considered far too much armor. Oh no, I forgot. It's not oriented as I remember, it's sideways. Any more steel plate? Well, there are catwalks in here though. Ooh. There I go. Wonder why I can't get through that space. Doesn't seem like something that's restricting. I don't know. Can I accidentally box myself in here though? No interior plate either. I am fresh out of materials. My goodness. Alright, how to steal a plate again. There you go. definitely got a lot to do. Yeah, it'll look a lot less blocky once it's done. But anyways, see this ship. We have some in the generator, but that's it. So I am gonna go take another trip. Line it up. And then we're gonna mine it up. Still got 100 meters away. Oh, we're gonna need to get out of here before we can. Lots and lots of stone. We're getting closer. That drop was a little steep there. That's was almost a crash because I am a lot heavier than normal. Yikes. Yeah, that was almost really bad. But it went very smoothly. All things considered. So, the base is obsessed with cobalt right now. So I'm gonna need to do a thing. We need to focus on refining that cobalt. And then there is a solution I've been planning for a while for all the other materials. It is time. I'm gonna slowly organize our hotbars too. Refining, assembling. We need conveyors. I don't know if we're gonna have assembling down here. We are gonna need conveyors though. Yeah. Can't think of what else we need, but I know we're probably gonna need some more. Do not have interior plate. I wonder if the grinder noise makes any difference. Hold on. Okay, I don't have any scrap. Maybe it's just a speed thing. The refiners are 4 blocks tall. So we want junction. That. And like, oh wait, no, not quite. And like so. That's not it either. Well, that wouldn't have been too bad. would have blocked up the entire lane, and that's not what we want. Is it upside down? Whether they're upside down or right side up matters. And I think all of these are upside down. Okay. Might actually be getting low on my hydrogen, so that's another thing I have to take care of. Can't trick me. Fool me once, shame on me. But you're not gonna fool me twice. We're at 10 refineries in here. Not happening. Alright, final refinery. And they need a bunch of upgrade modules, but they're only gonna be getting stone for now. Even still, I want... Where are the modules? No, it's just modules, not upgrades. Don't have enough steel plate. Man, having to build that entire block must be a lot of work. I just need a couple of steel plate and I'll be okay. That's not right. I want to flip it around. Not sure what I'm going to put down the center column, but I want it to accentuate all the refining that's happening. It's a lot of refining. Nope. You gotta have some kind of timer blocks that add a visual effect just for fun. Have the refineries off for most of the time, just to make it work. Not practical whatsoever, but pretty cool. Ooh. So what I know I want is a couple of might have cleared it off my toolbar, but the railings. think they're called railings. No, they're not. Catwalks. Until I figure out where the stairs are gonna be, I'm just gonna wire it all up here. Boom. So we got this little core down here. It's all connected. Right? Yeah. So if I take this out, everything won't explode. Just trying to convince myself of that fact before I inevitably do it. Alright. Cargo container. All right. So we've started our interior decorating with some functional parts, which is pretty cool. I want to put one more turbine in here. Probably wouldn't be very effective, but complete that kind of core design. And this isn't the ground floor, apparently. Yeah, it does. Oh, that wasn't the front. This is the front. I need to figure out how to navigate a little bit better. Alright, so grids. Oh, those are going to be an issue. Big issue. You're just working on grids. You're just working on grids. Why? Because you can. Everything needs them. And I'm out of grids. Jeez. Alright. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Actually, a very, very slight gap. But then there's a wall in here, so I think we're good. Half heavy, heavy, light. So yeah, the top rim of this is heavy, and then everything on the top is heavy. And I think this core is heavy as well. Yeah, so it should be well protected. At least that very squishy rotor should be very well protected. Because that's inside the column there, and the entire top rotates as if it were all a part of the turret. Which I think was a pretty clever idea. I do say so myself, but it might make the turret just not rotate. Rotate very slowly. That's kind of the effect you want with a Gatling, or not a, I keep calling it a Gatling gun. It's the effect you want with a railgun anyways. So yeah, the entire top is on a rotor. It adds a lot of flair to it. Decoration's obviously not done, but also that's going to take a lot of grids. Grids that we need to focus into thrusters right now. Okay, I can't type steel for anything. We don't even have any anyways. Oh man. And I'm just looking at the ship inventory apparently. Alright. Slap some of these onto the tower. And I'm out of grids. We do have steel plate though. Man, that's a lot of materials. Yeah, the turret's really squishy right now, but once I know it works, I'm gonna add a lot of armor to it. There's just so much to do. I didn't empty my inventory. Right. So I am going to take this thing. Does this thing have stuff on it? It does. How heavy? It's got stuff in its connector, but not a ton. That's fine. That's a-okay. connect. Another thing I need to do really quick, which is the beacon on this. There's no beacon on this. I took it off. Smart. I feel like I just need a gigantic grinder platform. Just switch out all the drills on the overminer for grinders. Whoops. This is the only place to put things. What am I doing here? That's not a thing. There you go. I don't want this to be deconstructed. Let me just make sure everything is on here. Seems to be. Don't know why I took this thing over here. What I need to do is bring the nanites over. Ow. Okay. So atmospheric thruster fan does a lot of damage. Got it. It's like a one-hit kill. Where's my stuff? All right. I need. Wait, where's the ship? Where's the ship? Okay. Okay, I need the Saint Elise. Its batteries look amazing. That foot. Need to change that to switch lock. Or yeah, probably switch lock. The landing gear. Switch lock. We have 100% hydrogen. So now's as good a time as any to empty off into a different large cargo container. bunch of junk that I might not need. Like gravel. Nickel, magnesium. I don't need all of the iron. It'll drag it back if it needs it. Definitely don't need all of those. Find another one. Nanites don't have a ton of materials, so it's probably fine if we keep those. Refineries have a ton of stuff, though. Need to clear that out. Okay. And then we're fine to leave like this. Off we go. And the flying Saint Elise. I love it. And as we go, the nanites. Clean up deconstruction is what we want to do. I haven't lost 1% hydrogen yet. Probably because this thing's a little bit lighter than last time. We're getting nice and close. Oh, we're locked. Nice. So hydrogen is life. We are going to run our power systems off of it, and we are going to let the nanites do their thing. Need to get this out of the sky. So yeah, our building has halted for the moment. But we do want to get that old base taken out. The perfect little landing spot for the baby bird. As long as this big atmospheric thruster doesn't just destroy. I think the best thing to do is probably just help out. I do have a deconstruction beacon out, right? I thought I put one on the batteries. Okay. So how does that make... Okay, so it is deconstructing. Cool. I really want to hope I take down the towers, because I don't know if it's gonna, like, try to take out one of the sections. It's just gonna miss a section. I feel like that was definitely the nanites. Keep forgetting. I actually need to stay on a block. This is fine. I wonder if there's a way to turn the warning voices off, because I don't want to hear inventory full for the next 2 minutes. While I'm filling out the options, nothing's getting done. It did take from the middle. Alright. So I'm just here to make sure nothing floats. There's another floating thing. As if it's floating, it's no longer attached to the grid, and the nanites will stop seeing it. Where are the nanites? There you were. Take this. I built these towers way too tall. A lot of materials that I get to get back though. I'll rename this episode Salvaging the Old Base. Because I doubt we're going to be able to fully troubleshoot that turret. That's what I had originally planned on, but nothing always goes according to plan. There's the nanites. They just rain down. The nanites, I'll pick those up. I didn't want to attach the Saint Elise because I was worried that it was gonna see the deconstruction beacon and then somehow deconstruct itself. I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm scared of it. What do you know? The resources we need for 10 refineries. Oh no. How heavy is the Saint Elise got? Not any heavier as far as I can tell. I don't think components really weigh that much. I didn't leave any of my ports open. Amazing. And here we go again. Alright, I'm gonna go up top again, make sure there's no floating things. There are floating things. Get that block right out from under me. I'm gonna need to go get power soon. Just kind of laughable. Just taking down the entire turbine array. Things are going well. Shredding down those turbine towers one by one. Bit by bit. I'm gonna start trusting the nanites up there. I wanna see how accurately they can do it. Be a little test of what they can do. What's new is I was looking at that custom control block, and it still won't recognize the railgun as a weapon or tool. Yeah, I'm just gonna let the Saint at least do what it's gonna do back there, the deconstruction project. And so I've got this basic turret set up. Like, the whole thing rotates. That's the azimuth. The hinge, that's the elevation. I haven't decorated it yet because I just want it to work first. And all this stuff is in alphanumeric order. So we got drills. The nanites are no longer here. Everything on this list is a drill. Like, the railgun should be in here. But I was able to use... Wow, this is a long list. I was able to use setup actions. So what I suspect, make 2 grinders on the front of a ship, that would be way faster actually. I could add them on the baby bird. Huh. Yeah. But the railgun turret is gonna toggle on and toggle off. I suspect this toolbar is set up so that, like, if the turret... Yeah, I have an advanced rotor and a hinge. I suspect the toolbar actions are going to be the left one executes when it locks onto a target and it's pointing at it, and the right one executes if that stops happening. So I'm suspecting that that setup is going to work for the railgun. I've already tested it, and I have all the settings set on the railgun to where it'll just shoot if it's on. So the control block, or this custom turret control block, is supposedly going to toggle it on and off at the appropriate times. I need to test that. I need to have that thing send something at me. Yeah. how to do this. I would need the nanites in order to build effective or fast. I could build myself. It's actually a habit that I probably should be getting into. There's more floating pieces. Alright, I'm gonna just steal some components here. On build planner, we're probably gonna get some conveyors. Let's get fancy. Let's use a build planner. Okay, that's on my hotbar now. Build planner. Yeah. Like materials for can I not add more than that? Apparently not. So that's fine for now. Let me get my character tool back. Okay. So we have a bunch of materials. There's probably some back at base too. Ouch. But yeah, that advanced rotor is the entire tower top. It's wonderful. Oh. I did all that with the thrusters off, and I almost put the wing into the base. Anyways. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do 10 out. Why not? Put a couple of grinders out here. Probably overkill, but that is the name of the game. I always build way too many of the things, no matter what thing it is. It has side ports. Okay. Should have checked that beforehand. There it is. Looked away for a moment and it was... Oh, okay. They only have side ports in one direction, but they do have them. Cool. Load up what I can, go back for the other materials. Actually building like a proper space engine. Except I should have probably used the cheaper conveyors. This isn't so bad, actually. It's been a while since I haven't leaned on the nanites. So look at the build planner, clear it. I think I want to do this. Okay. Now the build planner is good. Actually, can I steal from the base? Does it have anything? Is the question. I think it has a lot, I'm pretty sure. Just don't know if it has components. It's got a couple of things. Let's see how far it gets us. Small steel tube I still need. Build planner is really nice though. I'm missing tubes. Just the tubes though. It's not too bad. So 5 large steel tubes and 20 small steel tubes. It's pretty convenient. Cool. And then, voila, everything is piped up. So I want this ship to be empty. Gotta find large cargo container. Cool. Control panel, the not gyro, grinders into a group, grinders and group, grinder, toggle. Cool. Wonder if my bottom camera can see this. No. It's an interesting point of reference, though. No, my person can see it way better. That's fine. Okay. So confused what this is. Okay, I see it. It's working. Nice. This is probably the weirdest grinder ship anyone has ever used. Which is actually probably not true. I feel like I need more grinders. I feel like that's the I feel like more grinders is the way to go. It's just the thrusters there. I could go up. Oh, it's going forward? Hold on. I feel like the front thruster doesn't work. Probably because it doesn't. Oh, that's why. That makes more sense. Okay. Just have to tilt back. It's fine. Build planner. Alright. This is exactly why I had the nanites. But it's fine. Okay. Not enough motors. Or I just couldn't hold them. Probably not enough motors. Cannot withdraw 344 motors. Yeah. That requires a lot of materials. Go from the top. Let's see. These things, they have 8 motors each. That's a lot of difference. Things I'm gonna have to grind if I want to get them that way. Wait, there's probably some in here as well. Since I've been grinding those. Not for too long, but I've been grinding them. So I'm still missing like 300 motors. Oh man. Alright. Where are they? Are they back at home? They must be back at home. So I know I have motors just everywhere. This is a drain all one, so I have to get it from here. Cannot withdraw 263 motors. Why? There's more motors. Makes no sense. Maybe there's like a transfer rate and I can't take but so many at a time, so I just had to click the button multiple times? I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. But now we have our thruster functional again. Hopefully I don't die to it. Okay, put all my materials in here. Here we go again. Can I actually tilt downward? Cool. My gosh, I can almost tilt directly down. My goodness. That's how normal space engineers do things. It's a lot of work. A lot of components though. Fortunately, that scrap was probably from my thruster breaking. Either that or I'm somehow too heavy-handed with the deconstruction job. I'll have to see how much scrap I get at the end. It's over 1,000, I'm definitely too heavy-handed. That or my thruster broke again. Okay. I have a theory. I'm trying to grind these things way too aggressively, aren't I? A little. Why is it not grind? Hitbox must be weird. Yeah, it definitely feels like that turned into scrap. How does that not grind? I was literally holding forward. Either that nor the thruster damage takes it out. That is impressive. Okay, and now we're going to the ground. What did we hit on the way down? The Saint? We hit the Saint Elise. Oh no, not again, not again, not again. Well, huh. I'm just very... Yeah, I think it is too. I just saw your comment. Huh. Let's park. Let's park. Let's just kind of take ourselves to the ground here. Okay. Figure out what did we learn there? I think we learned that this was a little bit too heavy for the job and the way I was trying to handle it. We just lost 2? Only 2 actually. We only lost 2 thrusters. That's not bad. And the grinders, of course. Oh no, we lost all of this. Well, maybe that's a sign that we were due for a redesign. Definitely want to sculpt this thing off. I was at first when I saw how horrible that crash was. We lost 2. Yeah, Lost 2 of the thrusters. The third one was damaged basically beyond recognition. So I had to clip that one off. But yeah. I think this thing is due for a redesign. I think I want the front to look different. It's a sign. It's a sign it needed a redesign. We're gonna keep the ship because I thought I was gonna have to salvage the whole thing when at the beginning of the crash. Ah, the wing. I'm gonna have to rebuild the wing again. Man, I am not delicate with my ships. Unfortunately. And I think I used one of these to go into the rounded blocks. So that's the wing. Yeah, the batteries are very heavy. I just have a heavy platform design. This definitely needs a redesign. I tell you what. Maybe I could make this a permanent grinding ship. Definitely shouldn't have relied on the reverse thrusters that much, because there's one large thruster. I put this thing on its head, and it just went out of control. The gyro's somewhere. But I'm starting to clear my bars, so gyros probably got cleared off. Steel plates. Let's get... Oh, I don't have any steel plate in there. Sure I do. Why? It must be that there's like a certain amount that you can transfer per click. And it's just like, well, you can't transfer that much. Put the motors in. Okay. I mean, this thing will probably take off again. Just gotta be a little bit more delicate with it. We want a repair beacon. Cool. Put it back here. Power cell radio communication component, steel tube. Is the scrap heavy? Hold on, how heavy did this thing get? Oh. Oh, yeah. The baby bird got way heavier than I could have imagine. What? Is that the sheer amount of scrap that we have? I can't imagine that 10,000 scrap did that. No? I don't know. I don't get it. Let's just steal it from over here. Easier. Cool. And of course I threaded the gap. Yeah. I don't know, that's crazy. It's like it didn't even fill up much of my inventory, but man, it got heavy. So I guess we just try to lug this thing off home. See, the downwards thrusters have no problem lifting the ship. It's just standing it on its head. Especially when there's no forward thrust. Is an issue. To say the least. Well, let's get it back home. And I have no forward thrust to slow down. Oh man. I'm gonna rely on my downward thrusters for just about everything. Where's the base? It's underneath me, I think. Okay. Oh, nope. We don't want to repeat that mistake. Okay. You have to remember is don't tilt forward. Should be okay. Let me adjust my angling here. That horizon indicator is a lifesaver. I don't know why I decided to fly it like this, but we're here now. And there we go. Just gonna lock. And we will come back. Nah, let me modify the baby bird a little. A little bit here. Get all that out of the way. Huh. Don't know why I would do this, but I have a terrible idea. Do I want to grinder wall on this thing? It feels overkill, but it also feels underkill. I don't think I want to make this a grinder ship. I think I want to make this a cargo ship. I don't know what I want to make this ship yet, so we're gonna come back to it. I feel like that's the only conclusion I can reach. I don't know. We'll come back to it. It's got potential. It needs a little bit of appearance touch up, but it's got a lot of expensive components. We'll just say that. I need to take out these floating bits. Oh, there's a lot of floating bits. Not my favorite. I feel like I'm almost faster with the grinder. The baby bird felt like the grinder just couldn't find the blocks. I don't know. All right. I could use the overminer. I could just drill away whatever floats. It'd be pretty chaotic, but I mean, I could do it. How's everything going? Power's good. How's hydrogen? 97%. Going strong. Impressed, actually. I'm not impressed with how much cargo I can carry. But it's fine. I already gave myself ×10 inventory. I should not be complaining. It's a literal entire refinery. Of course it wouldn't fit in my backpack. It's good that we get all these grids back too. It's not a ton of grids compared to what we're building, but it's still appreciated. Oh my gosh. Again, it makes sense, but still. It's a lot.
Inventory full.
Come on, nanites. Pick up all of the good stuff.
Inventory full.
There they go. And having to do this manually feels both better and worse. It's like I'd expect the grinders to work. The new base building, yeah, I've got production over there. I don't have assemblers in it, but I have a plan to put like 10 refineries inside. As per like the like, I don't know, I want to give it a very like fiery theme. I don't know if it would clash way too hard with the landscape or it would just like give it like, I don't know, give it a good contrast, I feel like. It's an interesting spin on the Tower of Mordor, putting it like on the South Pole. Alright, any floaty bits? Of course there are. Yeah, I like having a rover, or like it used to be a rover, but I like having a ship that can do my assembling because the nanites on that ship will know exactly what I need. Like, alternatively, I could do like a inventory management script. And I think that would be cool too. I just haven't played around with that possibility yet. But I do think that would be really nice. The light panels can change colors? Let's see. New lights. Yeah, the searchlights? I know the searchlights look really cool. I don't know. I might just get... What is the rotating? That's decorative blocks. I might get the warfare too. Because it comes with a lot of really nice looking blocks. The panels. Having trouble finding out what's new. The light panel. Oh, okay, so it's also a DLC block. But okay. Still looks pretty cool. I feel like it's something you can do with the LCD panels though. Because I know you can change the color of like the console block, like panels. I do want to mess around with, probably just have a whole stream messing around with the LCD panels and scripts and stuff like that. Probably specifically around the inventory sorting scripts, because that's something I really want to get into, especially at this stage in the game. I think there's easy inventory. I think that's just a script, not a mod, but I could be wrong. I also don't know how the new update would have affected easy inventory, stuff like that, because the names of some of the items have changed. Like the Gatling ammo is called Gatling ammo and not 25 times NATO ammo container. Yeah, I watch a little bit of Splitsy too. I watch a little bit of Kanajashi. His series just kind of got busted by the new update because of all of the mods he was using. And some of them weren't prepared for this shift or something. So he's had to kind of do a creative mode cut and paste. But I think what he's been doing is really fair. His transition. It's probably pretty similar to what I would have done in this case. Because, I mean, he just couldn't use his old world. And he was gonna transition to a new part of it too. So it was the perfect time for things to break if they're ever going to break. Speaking of breaking, that's a few bones. Ouch. Interestingly, I've got to go all the way out there, and the nanites are probably going to try to pick up my stuff. That's not okay. I want that. So I have to delete this marker. This is not home base. But you can have these. I have so many tools I have to deconstruct. So many. Yeah, he only has ship. But he was about to sail away anyways, so it was the perfect time for the update to happen. If it was going to be an update that, oh my gosh, fuel really just goes, doesn't it? So glad I have the bottles. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, I didn't think before I acted. Oh, no, I don't want to get stranded. Alright, 3%, let's see if we can do it. Oh, okay. It's fine. Of course it did. That's fine. You're good. Like I said, like there's always a replay. I'm glad if you can make it, but I understand being in a whole different time zone. I completely get it. So yeah, you get your sleep. That's more important. That's far more important. I mean, yes, but we're gonna try to tough this one out. I do want to respawn, but yeah, there's always later. Stay healthy. Don't binge these streams late at night unless you like use them to fall asleep. Then that's good. Almost. Should be good. Alright. Hydrogen. And just because I know myself, I'm gonna keep this ramp here. Unless it despawns, then I'll be sad. All right. Down goes the wind turbines. This thing has been clogging up my GPU so long. It feels good taking them down. Honestly, does that say 800 meters? You know what would feel even better? Hear me out here. Okay. Control C. We want the left. That's the conveyor sorter. Don't know which is which. I think this was the last one. Let me just take control. This feels right. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, hold on. Specifically built all these so they could cover every angle. Control. Control. Okay, 3. Where are you at? Which one is this one? There it is. I feel like I'm gonna hit my own base, but it's so cool. Okay. Slightly uneventful. Let's find the artillery turrets. Mouse control. What about that? You have ammo, don't you? I don't think I'm setting up my turrets correctly. They're just not shooting. Override? Yes. 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 Yeah, that's what we wanted. Now I feel like I have to change it back to inactive. So I feel like inactive. No, it was on inactive. What's going on here? Inactive. Inactive. Yeah, I'll have override on. Let's go mouse control, see if it works. Wait. Wait. Okay. It's a little bit more complicated than I just made it out to be. Charlie Turret 3 is not the only one. and I don't have them straight on my hotbar. Now we have a snowstorm too. It's a lot of snow. Artillery turret. They have shells. If I just go straight into control. This isn't the right one, but oh my gosh. See, I thought I'd just be able to hop in and just say, hey, boom, boom. Wait, they look straight up if I leave them alone for 2. Is artillery turret 3? I think it's 3. Yeah. Gotta figure this out. That's one way. I definitely made some holes in it. It's less eventful than what I was picturing, though. Come on, I built these things for a reason. We want them to work. I don't know. We do have override. Key toggle, key fire. This confuses me a lot. I should just be able to dumbfire. But I don't. That doesn't make any sense. Gatling. Turret. Control. I have no idea where the base is. There it is. This one also doesn't allow you to dumbfire it anymore. Wow. Okay. Can't see hardly anything. There's the tower. The shoot button changed. I can't get them to fire when I manually control. This is crazy. I don't know how to shoot. I have to look up some sort of tutorial. Oh my. Oh, controls, of course. Reload. Use tool, fire weapon, left mouse button. Yeah. So it's not that. That's the base. I can't even see it anymore. Yeah, I don't know how to shoot. Maybe a bug or something, but wow. Well, that excursion was for almost nothing. Except I lobbed 2 artillery shells at my previous base. Okay, that's the Saint Elise. So this project's more of a by-hand endeavor. It's apparently destined to be that way. St. Elise can get really heavy too. It's gonna be terrible. In a snowstorm, oh gosh. In a snowstorm, there's a bunch of grinding projects that have to get done. I mean, honestly, if the enemy attacked me right now, it would just be terrible. I have little to no confidence that my turrets would even do anything. It's scary. It's very, very scary. Oh gosh. Why? Just why? This tower cannot be that big. Why? Why is it like this? I have no idea where the St. Louis Zone is. The outpost. Cobalt, probably. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the GPS. No home base. Delete the approach ones. I have to do deconstruction on the outpost too. Ah. This is a lot of good materials though. It's gonna make things in the future way faster. Inside a structure is even snowy. This is because I don't have this completely sealed off though. Oh gosh. Well, on the bright side, we have a lot of good material. Definitely want to play around with easy inventory because that's a lot. That's a lot to keep track of. Like critters. It's a good amount of. Oh, that's silver. That's gold. Okay. It's not too bad. I do feel like we're running out of iron. No, we're not. I got over 500,000. It's okay. Less than one. Oh. 4.5 million. And then a little bit more. That's a lot of iron. Oh my. And way too much gravel. But not as much gravel. Wait. I might have spoken too soon. No, we don't have as much gravel. I think the light up panels earlier were mentioned because of the flare I was talking about for the base. And that interests me. Right, add some red accenting probably. At least for the inside, at least near the refineries. Probably other places too. But, you know, if nowhere else, then there at least. This might seem crazy at first. But I really want things to get moving. Whatever must be done, must be done. This project must end. Probably end up changing the title to Excavating the Old Base. 'Cause that's probably what's gonna end up happening here shortly. Okay. The drills are going. Oh gosh, I forgot about that. I forgot that that is quite loud. Alright, well. Come on, I know you shred the blocks. I've seen it in action back at the magnesium mine. There you go. Turn it all into scrap. This is how excavation was supposed to be. I'm having the worst time with block tools though. I don't seem to actually hit the blocks. Yeah, there's just a wall of drills. And it's not actually taking them down. Took a few turbines. That was good. There we go. Slowly but surely. It'll take them away. Just sanding the top off. It actually takes a while. I don't think I'm surprised. Why is this just the most inefficient way to do things? And nanites will be able to work faster too when the towers are shorter. Blocks deformed a little bit to get out of the way, but no, we will keep hunting them. No mercy. Such an aggressive wall. I have 2 different ships and myself out here trying to take this thing down. Guns would have worked so much better. Ouch. Okay. My graphics card is already thanking me. We will need this tower. Hey, nice to have you in the stream. Yeah, if you're new, basically the rundown is we have the nanite mod that is building for me, but today I have used it for destruction. This was our starter base. It always looked a little weird, and I started building a better one over there that actually looked like something, not just a bunch of pieces of stringy metal everywhere. So yeah, I am doing everything in my power to try to destroy this thing ASAP. Ah, gosh. I even tried shooting it. I even resorted to violence. But since the new update, the way that guns are manually fired is just different. So I'm gonna have to look into weapon settings, and I'm gonna have to do that between streams. So for now, I don't even know how my own weapons work. Good times. I should have everything figured out by next stream. For now, everything must go. There we go. One more tower out of the way. And the floating blocks have to go because the nanites are not going to be able to see those. Once they've left the grid, nanites will stop targeting them. Unfortunately. Oh man. And nanites are just leaving gaps everywhere. Manual it is then. One big drill for man. One giant salvage project to reclaim all the materials. This is my life now. I thought I looked into everything that I needed for the turret, but just the lack of enemy targets is the thing holding me back from actually testing. So I need to anger some people so they actually send things after me, but I don't know if it's my altitude or something. The ships just don't seem to be spawning here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make some enemies. Which will probably make me friends with the space pirates. I don't even know. Just 5,000 scrap. This is not the most effective way to go about things, but this is our life now. Ouch. Bit by bit. goes down. Just turn my downward thrusters off. All must go. Why? Just why? Okay, so this is the main. I can target lock. And then Gatling turret control. I cannot shoot any of my turrets. Why? Why is the new update like this? Control panel, Gatling turrets, override. Could shoot them. Mouse control? I don't know. I do not know. But still don't want to do it. So mouse control. There's just nothing. And I know it has ammo. I know that all my Gatling turrets are very well fed. What do I do? All these weapons that don't work. I'm just to that point where I'd just shoot them. Just shoot all the floating bits. That's not how it works, because this is the episode where my guns won't fire. And they're all on, too. Control mode manual. Let's try that. Do I need to switch? That's not what. The turret just decided to turn back around. I really don't know. And I don't know what I took off of the G menu either. This is a mess. There's no two ways about it. This is just a mess. This thing still have battery life? Yes. I'm glad there's no floating blocks, but at the same time, just... Why? Why is it like this? Wait. 800 kilogram. How did you get like that? Oh, 8. Okay, 1,800,000. Okay, not 6 million. It still lifts pretty easy. $7,000 scrap. All right. While this is going, I mean, yeah, I've got this projection. I'm excited for that. It'll probably take a couple more episodes to build up, though. It's very, very nice. Hydrogen thrusters. So it should be very easily space-worthy. I think it's got a little bit too much cargo space for its own good, so if we fill it up, I don't know if it'll do too well in the atmosphere. It's got an atmosphere thruster, though. It's a nice little design. Ouch. Okay. Clumsy death number 3 or 4. I just hope it didn't make scrap out of all my things. Body location isn't up there, is it? No, where'd it go? The outpost. Oh. I guess all that stuff's gone. Did I just absorb my pack? I really hope I didn't make all of it into scrap. Those are some good tools. Large cargo container. So it's not in there. And I forgot that I don't have fuel. Do I have a cargo ship? Yes. Right now, I have sort of broken my cargo ship in this episode too. I tried to make this thing into a grinding ship. The front kind of broke off of it, but this is my cargo ship. Probably needs a couple more thrusters, because when I fill this thing, it barely flies. Yeah, I've got two nice ships over here. I've got the baby bird, the cargo UFO flyer thing. That needs a cosmetic design of some type added to it. Doesn't look the best, but it's got heart. I need to find out where my things went before I run out of hydrogen. I think the nanites probably stole them. I don't know. They seem very active. Yeah, there's my drill. And a grinder. There we go. The bottle. Do the other two bottles? Yeah, they just went to the generators for some reason. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know those pulled bottles. This is one of the most inefficient ways to grind something down. But at this point, I just want to use every resource at my disposal. I've tried shooting at them too, but for some reason my guns just don't work. This is just a very off day. I broke the baby bird's face. I tried to deconstruct the base. These turbine towers were way too excessive, to say the least. And grind off all these bits. Yeah, I'm pretty far into my playthrough, but I don't have any like really fancy nice ships that are space worthy. I've been focusing really hard on the small scope of things. Press the grinding ship into that. Give the nanites more materials. I wonder if the assemblers are still... Yep, they're still rocking. They don't really have the materials here though. I left them. Left them at the base. Slowly crushing this thing like a pancake. at the expense of all of its power. Just one lonesome turbine. Alright, well that shouldn't be too bad for the nanites to handle. We're gonna take this thing back to base. It definitely feels really heavy. I don't exactly know why. That's not the right way. Oh gosh, that scares me. I gotta turn the drill off before I switch to that camera. Yep. The joys of crashing into my own base, apparently. Let's overshoot this really quick so we don't crash. We do not need to take out the tower while we're at it. No. I should just name this episode Misfortune or something. This has been a day of blunders. Nothing particularly accomplished, except for destruction. And take this thing down. And then just get to the rest of the base. It feels like whatever goal I'm trying to focus on is also like 5 episodes from being finished. It's never as straightforward as like, oh yes, this is what I'm gonna do today. It's like, oh yeah, but you also have to figure out why none of your weapons work. So they changed how weapons work, and it just... I'm just confused. Like, it's a lot of cool new stuff, and I really appreciate the new update. But the new settings, as with almost everything in Space Engineers, it's just, it's a learning curve. So hopefully I will make every mistake so you guys won't have to. I completely just lost the base. Where'd it go? Oh, it's smaller than my ship. That's why. Oh, the top is a different grid now. Well, that was a big mistake. Now I have to grind on the top. Wait, no, it might be connected by the batteries. It is. Okay, good. I have so many goals that it just feels like the present is such a grind, if you know what I mean. Okay, the question of the day. Are the nanites doing anything, or are they just lazy? They're picking stuff up. That's what the yellow's for. Are they actually deconstructing? And that's the beacon. So I need to break stuff that's far away from it. Whenever it's focusing too many resources into building something that's really far away. Is there any progress being done here? I don't think so. Could be wrong. The hydrogen tanks look pretty finished. So does this thruster. I think it's been working on stuff. That's not what we wanted to do. We wanted to break stuff. What? The baby bird. Oh no. My baby bird did a flip, and this is what we got. Broke the back of the St. Elise too. Man. Every ship except for the Overminer has been hurt in some way today. We took the nanites away from the ship we were building. We broke the back of the St. Elise. We broke the face of the baby bird. It's not good. There's been a lot of death. Been a lot of death. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to turn off the construction stuff. Where is it? There you go. just work on taking this thing apart. That's all you have to do. I like this design. Just don't know why the nanites have chosen to be so slow. I think that's just how they are. I think they're more useful for like passive building. They're not so good for projects that just need to get done. I need a win. I need a win in the stream. Come on. Let me have the demolition of this base. Ouch. Well, I mean, there's a lot of progress being made. Can't see anything happening at the moment, but I mean, and just the fact that we've reduced it to that is, it's pretty good. There goes another block. I think that's the reason why the nanites just don't seem that satisfying when they're deconstructing something. So you can't see it going through the levels of being damaged. You just sit there, you look at it, and then every so often a block just pops out of existence. Something satisfying. There's little green swirls around it, and then eventually it's just gonna pop away. Boom. It takes so long. Could not imagine waiting for the nanites to deconstruct the new tower. My gosh. Working on something. I just can't. Block by block. I'm tortured by the fact that this is almost complete. If I just keep pushing, it'll be done. I really have no reason to be doing all this. Could have just popped it out of existence. Did try to shoot it. Would have been content with just a pile of scrap. Would have been so much easier, but apparently it just was not in the cards. And I'm not about to pull up a whole tutorial during the stream. Although it probably would have been quicker. Not gonna lie. Probably would have been 100% faster. Bit by bit. It's coming down. But you know what? Perseverance is key. It's how you get the big projects done. This doesn't seem essential now, but all of these resources are going to count later. And then I give the offering of the steel plate to the nanites. And they just come scoop those up. Apparently like 800 at a time. I have a sinking feeling these batteries are going to take a long time. And I thought I gave them speed upgrades. Apparently not. They are still slow as anything. We're tag teaming it and we're getting there. Take your steel plate. Eventually, all this will be gone. So close. That's a battery. Just get the block. I welded some of it down for you. I grinded. Oh my gosh, nanites. Okay. Starting to expose the block of batteries. It's only 50. How long could it take? It could probably take a while. Just gonna tunnel under, start getting these armor blocks. Let it have a field day with the batteries. And we have a floating station. It seems like it deconstructs every block at about the same speed. But I didn't notice it going much faster on some of the other blocks. No energy. So it shouldn't be long now. For that little group of batteries is gone too. Okay. Finally, the base is demolished. It took way longer than expected. Way longer. Now I can bring this Angeles back. Probably next stream I'm gonna fix up the baby bird's face. Slap the back on the Saint Elise again. Saint Elise will be passively building the horizon, which will be nice. I might do a lot of mining to try to get to that cobalt and gold. If I can get to that, I can build some really fancy things. Maybe more nanites, maybe more Gatling guns. Or not Gatling. I keep calling them Gatling guns, but I keep referring to railguns. Not Gatling guns. They're far more fancy than Gatling guns. And I'm sure they don't appreciate that slander. So many batteries. This is all so unnecessary. Takes a little while. There we go. Finally got that. There's some bits for you. Do you want more bits? There you go. You just started working on... Okay. That's fine. That's fine. The nanites are only dealing with like one block every time I deal with 5. Thought this was going to be a major upgrade. And in most ways it is. Most. Saves me a lot of headache building. Deconstructing takes too long. I can do deconstructing. No brain power required. Just disassembling. And there's just a floating block with a beacon on it. Let's watch it. Our first base. There will be nothing left of it. In mere moments. Any second now. The base will be gone. Forever. Might take a little while, but this is goodbye. Any second now. There you go. I think they'll take the deconstruction beacon too. I'm really curious. Because I don't know if they will? They will. They will take the deconstruction beacon too. It is almost finished. The nanites do the last part of it themselves. It is gone. The only thing left to do in this stream is to get the St. Elise back home and call it a day. Just make sure all these bits and bobs are picked up first. Wouldn't want anything to go to waste. And the little ice hole. Alright, let's get the show on the road. Now, first of all, turn off the hydrogen engines because we want our hydrogen. I'm gonna unlock. Wait, I want the hydrogen engines on first. Then I unlock. I still fly very well too, even with all the new resources. Any second now. Wait. Any second now. Almost turned around. My gosh, the St. Elise. What is that? 2 million kilograms? This is actually the most I think I've ever gotten into the air. Which makes sense because it's a bunch of hydrogen thrusters. Nanite control facility. Go ahead, do your construction things. Going back. Would be better to perch this thing right next to the construction. Because the nanites will have a shorter path. It's over here somewhere. Am I too far forward? I think I need to go forward. There it is. At the right elevation, thankfully. Gosh, parking this thing is always crazy. Because it functions exactly opposite to how I park the overminer. Well, it's exactly opposite. But in a lot of ways, it's similar. In a lot of ways, it's just my instincts lead me exactly in the wrong direction. If that makes any sense. We are back, and there is a lot to build. We have returned with many, many resources. There's a lot to be done with those resources. Namely, create new. I have to create a new list of materials it needs, because we might have some of that stuff on hand. You never know. Got some heavy armor related stuff going on up here. Got an entire ship over there, maybe some minor repairs here and there. It's got a lot ahead of it. These gyros. Yeah. Tomorrow we will be, or not tomorrow, but whenever next stream is, we will be re-establishing everything that was broken. And that means the baby bird, the bag of the St. Elise, probably just finishing off the tower because it still's got some issues. I don't know. And I need to look up what's wrong with the guns. So, yeah, stay tuned. Because that is on the way, in the works. Thank you so much for watching. And bearing through all of the deconstruction, and both purposefully and accidentally, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next stream, and hopefully I'll find a little bit more fortune then. Because this was just a mess through and through. But we got it done. We got something done. And yeah, it'll be nice to see what we can do next time with that out of the way. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day or your week. And until next time.